Riverdale, episode 8, In a Lonely Place. But Polly doesn't seem to be the only one in a lonely place. Isn't that right, Archie? So guys, welcome to another Riverdale review. And you guys know how my review goes, where I don't really review the entire episode. I just review main points that I noticed in the show and points that stood out to me. So let's go ahead and begin. So one of the main points that stood out to me is this rivalry between the Coopers and the Blossoms. The rivalry is really heated, and considering that we know that one of the Blossoms' ancestors killed one of the Cooper's ancestors, it seems to go much more farther than that. This rivalry is really intense, and I think it goes way past a murder that happened probably over 50 years ago. Because both of the moms seems to have beef as well. And this rivalry is really turning into like one of those type of movies where two groups of people or two types of people don't like each other, but two people in the groups are dating. You know, kind of like the second version of The Lion King and kind of like Alpha and Omega. I don't mean to compare this to a cartoon, but it's really very humorous of me that this is what it compares to me. But the rivalry is really getting good, and it really got my attention. And if you guys have seen the promo for episode 8, it seems that the rivalry is going to be more discussed between the two families, and that Polly and Jason ended up still liking each other, and both of the families are what caused the two to either go crazy or, of course, die. However, considering that the main focus was trying to find Polly a place to stay, this really was a Jughead-based episode. Because Jughead is apparently staying at school now, which we were trying to figure out where he was staying since the episode where we found out that he couldn't live at the theater anymore. So we found out that Jughead's dad actually has a house, but he's actually living in poverty. And that the dad is going back to work for Mr. Andrews, and that they have a history. Apparently Mr. Andrews fired Jughead's dad, which we already knew, but we found out that Jughead's dad actually maybe deserved another chance. And this kind of gets Archie and Jughead involved, asking Jughead's dad what happened and then asking Archie's dad, and both having separate stories. Due to these living conditions at home, also tied with something Jughead did in elementary school, Sheriff Keller seems to come to this conclusion that Jughead murdered Jason Blossom. Okay, dude, really? Get out of here with that stuff, man. Sheriff Keller was really the idiot of the entire episode. He seems to have no kind of experience in the police force where he has to take evidence from someone else to come to a conclusion. Sheriff Keller, right now, you're kind of my least favorite character on the show, and I'm really starting to keep my eye on you. Your accusations are really starting to tick me off. But moving on. Throughout the entire episode, Veronica and her mother go through a little beef about what she did in getting Mr. Andrews the property he wanted. Also tying with Polly, who's trying to find a place to stay after Cheryl Blossom. And by the way, it's really nice to see you, Cheryl Blossom. I just thought I'd say that. But after Cheryl Blossom reveals that the Blossoms would not be helping her, even after they found out that Polly is pregnant. So Hermione Lodge allows Polly to stay at the place until she can find somewhere else to stay and until further notice. Oh, how nice of you. You remember Hermione when you were my least favorite character on the show? Yeah, Sheriff Keller is taking that role. You're good now. So guys, the main topic I want to talk about is that apparently Jughead and Betty are a couple now, and Archie does not like it. And the predictions that I made when I released a spoiler about this was about episode 8, but apparently when I saw episode 7 and I saw this scene right here, that just adds to my point. Archie likes Betty, guys, and it's pretty obvious. I mean, you know the saying that you don't realize what you have until you don't have it. Well, now that he really doesn't have Betty anymore, it seems to me that he wants her. And not only that, when Jughead puts his arm around Betty, I'm pretty sure everyone saw this just like I saw. I was gonna make a video right then and there, but that would have been kind of petty. Archie looks really upset and is like, yo, WTF, what are you doing? And not only that, Veronica notices that he looks that way, and the look on her face is, Archie, it's over. So guys, not only does Archie not like this whole relationship between Bughead, sorry for my stuttering, Veronica does not like Archie being jealous over Bughead. So guys, these relationships are really kind of getting out of hand with me. And for all my Archie fans out there along with me, guys, I think we're in a good place right now because Archie is really starting to realize that he made a mistake and that he should have chose Betty instead of choosing Grundy and making out with Veronica in that closet. But guys, it's just so weird to me, and I really can't be mad at Archie because, I mean, guys, Betty, as beautiful as she is, it's kind of hard to not choose Veronica. But I just see the way that Archie looks at Betty, and he really likes her, and I feel magic in that ship. And I really wasn't sure, and I really couldn't believe it until I saw it. So apparently Jughead and Betty are a couple because they were apparently holding hands on the way to walking Betty home. But why does it seem to me that Betty seems to not be too much interested in this relationship? I mean, she never really acknowledges the relationship, if you know what I mean. The only one who seems to acknowledge it is Jughead. And Archie kind of notices it a little bit. But guys, I'm really glad that Archie is jealous over this. And for all my Archie fans out there, we have hope, and this ship is gonna happen. Don't worry about Bughead. It can't last that long. And for all you Bughead fans out there, you can enjoy them being together now, but Archie is coming. But guys, I hope you guys enjoy this review. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this episode. What do you think about Bughead? What do you think about Archie? And what do you think about the jealousy in this episode of all the characters? And what do you think about the whole scenario between Polly and the Blossoms and the Coopers? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And we will see you guys next time.